Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This is Mark Ingram, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the check down, he finds Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Coleman, touchdown Saints. Brandon Coleman from 13 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Perry.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Moore to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018 as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Breeze will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. From midfield, here's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Buying time to his left. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They run. It's Kamara. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Moore now, throwing on first down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. To throw is Moore on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy team.
There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 66 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Throwing on first down. Moore. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Moore now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Fairley coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. To throw on 2nd down. Moore. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Breeze. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before half for Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got some space here. It's a foot race. The 30. 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Breeze. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kiko Alonso able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down he'll go at the 25. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now the 1st throw for the backup quarterback. Rolling to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave him a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And out come the Dolphins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Perry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Left side and caught by Flainer. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. So they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. And that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Moore. Now he's forced out left. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 29 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Now a play fake. Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On play action. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 54 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. And they will line up now for the two-point try. One final try here for Breeze. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite.